sudden, you started doing these videos, Lily, saying just because it was fun?
It was fun, and it made me happy, and I hadn't felt happy in so long during that time of my life.
You know what? That's important. Doing something that makes you happy can turn into a big successful thing because it was your joy.
Amazing when your career can turn into something that you really loved doing in the first place.
And what made you decide that would be the thing that would make you happy, as opposed to going out for a walk or doing something else?
I didn't know. You know what? I was in my last year of university, kind of just blindly walking through the motions of getting my degree, hoping to get a job, trying to make my parents proud, and then I discovered YouTube. And I spontaneously uploaded a video, and I fell in love with the challenge associated with getting people to watch my video, or that I could say whatever I wanted to say.
So what were the first videos?
So bad. So bad. The first video I ever did was a spoken word piece, and then I tried doing some tutorials. Like, I had no real direction or brand. So I was like, I'm going to do a tutorial. I'm going to do a spoken word piece. You know, maybe I should sing. Like, I was just all over the place.
You had to find your vision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Well, you found your vision. It's resulting in a feature-length film. We'll talk about that in a second. But one thing people talk about is that you're hilarious. Did you always kind of think, oh, I've got a funny sensibility? Or,
not at all.
Or
I still don't think I'm funny even right now, to be honest. I think I'm just being myself, and I'm talking about things people can relate to, and I'm not scared to unapologetically talk about my experiences, and I think people find that humorous, because like, oh my god, we think this, but no one really says it.
Don't you often play yourself and other members of your family?
Yes.
How did other members of your family feel about you playing that?
Oh, yeah, they kicked me out a long time ago. But they love it, because it's not actually, I imitate my parent characters a lot. That's not how my parents actually are. I have to say that. It's just an exaggerated version of everyone's parents, I'd like to say.
And then one thing that's happened, you, Tyler Oakley, so many others, all of a sudden, and I don't know if you felt this a year ago, 6 months ago, or when it occurred, now every aspect of advertising, they don't want movie stars, they want you.
Hey! I mean, yeah, it is great. I think I'm so excited for the digital space.
Right.
I feel so blessed to be part of this really exciting moment where, out of, like you said, for a lot of people, it seems like out of nowhere, there's now these YouTube creators who their kids are watching all the time, more so than you with traditional TV.
Absolutely.
And it's shocking for me because I grew up with TV. I grew up with the traditional, Hollywood stars.
So if Diet Coke comes up to you, like, how do you decide? Because I think the authenticity thing is so important, right?
I mean, I've worked with Coke in the past, and it's very important for me to work with brands I actually like. So everyone knows I love Skittles. I just did a deal with Skittles because it was my Skittles.
Right. Did you get paid in Skittles?
To be honest, yes. I did.
Okay. That would be better. I would do that.
Yeah,
what's a trip to Unicorn Island about?
So a trip to Unicorn Island is a feature-length film that came out today. It just came out this morning. It is on YouTube Red. It is the journey of my world tour I went on last year, which was very exciting and exhausting. It was 31 shows, 27 cities. And it's a story of me not only, discovering how to be happy and sharing that message with the world, but for people who've never seen my videos or have no idea who I am or what this interesting space is, it's a story of how someone like me went on a world tour to begin with.
We're going to look at a clip in just a second, but I think the thing that might be unusual, at some point you become aware, gee, I'm putting these videos out there, people are interested and they're responding. But then you see them you're showing up these cities and they're showing up to see you.
Yeah.
Is that?
When is the first time that happened, where people came to see you and you're going, what is going on?
It's happened a few times. I think the time it really, really hit me was when I traveled abroad. So, the first time I went to UK or India and I saw people across the world filling a stadium, I was like, so the internet really does work and there's like a thing. And it just really blows your mind because, like you said, on YouTube, you see analytics and stats and you forget sometimes those are people.
Here's a trip to Unicorn Island. Watch this.
I don't want to seem like some unattainable, untouchable, unreachable person. I think instead what I've done is I said, come to my show because for an hour and 40 minutes, we're going to be best friends and have the time of our lives hanging out together.
If I had to pick a Facebook relationship status that applied to me, it would be like Castaway, the movie. Why do you think my happy place is an island? You see how this makes sense?
Boy. I gotta tell you, our producer, Kalina, who you would not know, we joke about, is quite mean, has a fabulous and articulate and beautiful daughter. Chloe, come here for a second.
Oh, Chloe.
And she, and here's what Chloe said to me. She said she loves you, she subscribes to you, and you do 2 videos a week, and you make her laugh all the time. So another big
Chloe.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Our mother just said, that was great, let's wrap it up. Why? But Chloe, explain to me, for the uninitiated, what makes her so great?
It's really funny. I mean, twice a week, as I said, she releases these 2 videos,
And it was the funniest thing. In 6th grade is when I really started watching them. It's just
Aw.
a teacher actually showed us her first video. And from there I was just hooked, and I subscribed and I watched every single one every week. And I actually fell out of my chair laughing one time. I was
Is she funnier than your mom? Don't miss a trip.
You don't have to get to that close.
Which is out now exclusively on YouTube Red, the new ad-free environment and music subscription service. Really, really nice to meet you.
Such a pleasure.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.